as my brother rolls up. Yes. Good afternoon, everybody. It's me, Gary. Watch along, Leeds. Hope you're all well. Happy Friday. And the nerves are getting a little bit jangly by the sounds of it. But looking around, everybody's starting to get a little bit hyped for this Norwich match. Are you guys getting hyped for this Norwich match? Get your comments in, get your chat in. When we get to about point number 2, point number 3, if you want to come on the show, come on the show. I'll put a link in the chat as we go through. I've got Claire sat with me today again, and we're going to be discussing a few little topics. Good afternoon, Claire. I don't know if she can.
Good afternoon, Claire? Gary.
Good afternoon to you. Happy Friday to you. So a lot to discuss, or quite a bit to discuss, I say. Hope you're all well. Yes, cheers, Lee. We'll just do a little bit of chit chat, and that's yourself, obviously. Leeds, Norwich. Hopefully, I know, mate. I'll tell you what. A lot being said about this Norwich game in the lead up to it. I think we're going to get into that in a minute or two. Disappointing end to the campaign, Claire, wasn't it? Have you recovered? And chat, tell me.
I'm trying to put it out of my head. No, I'm trying to block it out.
Yeah.
I was listening to I think it was the Square Ball I was listening to, and they were talking about the game, and I genuinely didn't even remember some of it. I think I've already started trying to push it out of my head how bad we were. So
yeah, I know.
Not interested.
I mean,
I'm not here for that. I'm not here for the end of the season.
We got that goal. They got that goal, didn't they? And you thought, here we go. We could be on for a bit of a beat in it. But then it looked like we had a bit of spirit, and it was a bit of a flimsy fight back, if you know what I mean. I were a bit disappointed. I mean, we got back into it, 1-1, wasn't it? And you felt that, all right, we can, we look like we can go on here and go get another goal. And we sat there, we're thinking, we can go on here and get another goal. We can wrap this one up, get 3 points. We finish on 93, and that's still better than 90, right? But at that point, I was thinking it doesn't really matter anyway because of what Ipswich were doing. But it's disappointing to see the way it ended. But it's been an incredible season. 90 odd points on the board, most clean sheets, a whole load of records broken in that campaign. But now it's worth nothing, and that's why today I've kind of put a little reset button on the thumbnail today, because we're going to talk about Farke's press conference and a little bit about what he said. Where did it for you? Where did it fall apart this season? I mean, did it fall apart, or I mean, what happened?
Injuries, the forced changes in formation, the international break, tiredness. There's just so many. It's not one thing, is it? It's all these little things that all came together to make a great big huge mess in the end. And when Pascal was out and Ampadu and Rodon did such a good job, I was okay with it. Am I breaking up?
No, it's me. It's me. I think I've got a bit of a slow connection, and I know why now.
All right. Yeah, when Pascal was out injured, and Rodon and Ampadu formed that partnership, and they did really well. I thought, oh great, well we don't even notice he's gone. But now looking back, I think that was a real red flag then, because if Ampadu had been in midfield, I think Pascal and Rodon would have been just as good together, and Ampadu would have been in midfield, and things would have been different, and we'd have had more players to rotate. And I know Farke likes his favourite 11, but I think that's the first little thing, and then after that, it was all little things that all just kept adding up. And so it wasn't one thing. That's my take on it. I don't think you can point to one incident and say that's what was wrong.
It was
Because it was a good
cumulative.
season. It was a good season.
It is a cumulative. Hi, Christopher. All right. I mean, I think I agree with you. It was a cumulative. I were worried at the point at the beginning where you know, yeah, we got Ampadu in, we got Rodon in. We looked like Kamara came in, and we looked like we were doing all right. We made a couple of little. Look like we made a lot of little changes that are gonna really see us through. But then, as it went on into that first half of season, going into Christmas, and you saw how much and how often the players were playing. He sat there and he thinking, we don't really have much rotation. If we get 2 or 3 injuries here at the same time, we're going to be in a bit of a pickle. We couldn't fill subs bench at the beginning of the year. Farke's brought a lot of stability to the club. Today, I've seen a lot of Farke out calls, and to be quite honest with you, I just don't see that happening. You know,
I'm not here for that.
it isn't. Nah, regardless of whether we go up, then the question is, Claire, do you keep him for next season?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
100%.
100%. Yeah. I don't see. I don't honestly see any.
I watched. As part of my the playoffs, trying to like get myself right for it, I rewatched Take Us Home, and I remembered how much I loved Bielsa and how devastated I was when he left. And I thought, we're never going to get a manager like that again. And we're never going to, lightning's never going to strike twice. We're going to be back in the same, this guy for so long, this guy for so long, and it's going to be rubbish. And the end of last season was just terrible. But then Farke has come in and he's just been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I don't care what anybody says. You can't say Farke out to a manager that has got us 90 points and third when he started with a team that couldn't fill a subs bench. That's just stupid. And he's not even had that much money to spend. So, no. I'm not here for you. I've got no time for you if you say Farke out.
No. I think we. I
agree with what Christopher said in the comments.
Yeah, I'll just highlight that one in a minute. Was that is that the one that's just below? Is it? I think it is. Yeah, I'm going to come to that in a minute, Christopher. I mean, it's not had the time at the beginning of the season where you think there's a lot of players available.
No, he didn't have a pre-season.
Didn't have a pre-season. A few players slipped through our fingers as well. They were on the verge of signing. They didn't get the deal done because of agents, presumably. They're going to try and get the client the best deal. And I mean, throw all that into the mixer, and we haven't even talked about Sinistera, the Nonto shenanigan, the Jack Harrison debacle. These
that sounds like players, a long time ago now.
I know, and all of that. He's had all of that to contend with, and to finish third, it's a marvelous achievement. But I think, like the other 2 clubs that came down with us, nobody saw Ipswich and how Ipswich were going to perform this season. That they've been magnificent. I think that they've had a bit of a. I always say that you create your own luck in this life. I wrote that this week on somebody's comment that Ipswich, yeah, all right, you might think they were lucky, but they've created that luck. They've been dogged. They're a hard team to beat. For other teams, we've beaten them twice. We did really well against them. But overall, I think when all's said and done, if we look at the bigger picture, it's been a fantastic season for us. What are your thoughts about going up to the Premier League then, Claire? Are you interested in Premier League, or are you
conflicted? No, I'm not really. I'm so conflicted.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I really like the Championship this year. It's been so nice. We've had so much fun. But it's hard work. So many games.
Yeah.
It's and there's less money, and you go up and you get all that money, and then if we don't go straight back up, how many seasons can we stay here before it becomes a problem? We're not a big club anymore. I just don't know.
Yeah.
I tell you what I thought was the most I thought the most impressive thing that I read about Ipswich was that 8 of the players who were on the pitch for that final game were also there on the pitch when they got promoted from League One to the Championship.
Yeah.
Like, in this day and age of football, I mean, when does that happen? That's like a fairy tale Cinderella story, isn't it? So
it's kind of like what happened to us.
To be honest, even though we didn't beat them.
It's kind of like what happened to us when we went up with Bielsa. Bielsa kept a lot of those players. We had very little action in the transfer window, if I remember rightly. I think it maybe made a couple of signings. I think he got Rafinha, didn't he? But and that was really about it. I don't think we did very much in that promotion year and certainly when we got into Premier League. And it's interesting because I think I was looking at a couple of other Premier League channels this week, and a couple of them said, well, I mean, I don't know if you watched that Goldbridge, he's the Man United boo the Scummer channel, and he described the Premier League as being boring. It's not interesting anymore, eh? And I thought, well, is that something to do with the fact that you've conceded a record amount of goals?
Kind of is.
Yeah, you've conceded a record amount of goals. Nobody cares about your manager anymore. Nobody's going to give you the extra time that you need to get yourselves back into a game, whether it be a point or 3. And is it boring now because you've been, as a club, you are being surpassed by not just one club, by your next door neighbours, City, and Villa, Spurs, Arsenal. I think Chelsea passed Man United in Premier League table this week. Correct me if I'm wrong, chap. You can check that out for us if you want. So people are talking about doom and gloom for Leeds. It's great to see Man United having a year of absolute doom and gloom and total misery and not getting pumped by Crystal Palace 4-0. And I think that was at home. Well, that was at Old Trafford, wasn't it? I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, it makes me laugh.
Yeah, it was.
So
do you know what?
I'm thrilled, absolutely thrilled that they're going down the toilet, Man United. Go on.
You know what? Do you know what I thought was boring? I thought it was really boring at school when I was the only Leeds fan, and there was like 50 kids who supported Scum because they were glory seekers, and Scum were just winning everything all the time, and it was really annoying. And I thought that was pretty boring, actually. So,
it was boring, wasn't it? I
mean,
nobody could
football.
come close nobody came close for years. I think Chelsea and Chelsea came a little bit close, didn't they, on a couple of
Boring bloody
occasions? But you
Ferguson.
looked at the league back then, yeah. But when Ferguson had them during 90s and noughties, you know, you were just thinking, and certainly in any match you watch, you'd always say, "Don't write off United." Now, if they go 2 goals down, they've had it. There's disharmony in the dressing room by the sound of it. Ten Hag is under a lot of pressure, and I mean, I've kept tabs on that, you know, just to see what's going on. And honestly, I go in there. I sometimes go into that chat room, and I just totally rejoice. And you know, and it's not just me. There's quite a lot of other fans from other teams in goal, just chat room baiting up Man United fans. It's absolutely brilliant, isn't it? And we're like, yes, after all the years of punishment that we got from Man United, it's great to see that the circle is turning on
Every
them.
cloud
And
has a silver lining.
yeah, I mean, I mean, we talk about money. I mean, the money they've spent and the money that they're spending is absolutely phenomenal. You know, I mean, tens of millions of pounds. You've got Rashford on 350 grand a week, and he literally trots about sometimes in the middle of the park, just thinking, I can't be asked. I don't know why I'm here. And I just think, you know, this guy's just lost all interest in it, hasn't he? I don't think he's in. I don't think he's in it. But it's great to see Man United. It's not Leeds United falling apart. We've just had a little bit of luck. The luck's just evaded us a bit. I think it's a bit of fatigue. I think it's a number of those issues that Claire talked about, those little injuries and coming just at the wrong time, and that international break. You know, perhaps it's given managers just enough time to prepare the teams, set the teams up against us, and they've found out ways to give us a game or certainly get a result back in their favour over us. But overall, I'm satisfied with season.
Yeah.
It's really good season. Bandy, hello Bandy. Yeah, tune. It's better for Leeds are in the Premier League. Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Dave the other night or the other day, and I said, you know, uh, the one thing about not being in the Premier League is we're not getting hammered week in, week out. I mean, we've had one hiccup against QPR all season, and it's been a joy.
Mm.
But if you go back to that relegation season, you know, that was hard, man. I mean, that's when I started this channel, right? And I was like,
Oh.
fucking hell, I can't believe I've started this channel and we're getting absolutely demolished. We're getting pumped every week. We've got this crazy manager playing headless chicken football, just literally all the
Oh.
players running after the ball, no structure in a game, just trying to rush, trying to, you know, put pressure on their back four. And it was the same story all the time. You know, they literally just quick ball over top, put a fast person on the halfway line. And I thought that's perhaps what we should have been doing, playing a bit of Route 1 against such as QPR, Southampton. Especially when we just take possession deep in our own half, just pump one over top and get a runner on the end of it. And you never know what can happen. You know, you get a goal, you get back in the game, and it's game on, isn't it? It's disappointing. It's been disappointing the last couple of weeks, but I'm not going to criticise them too much. But overall, I think I'm satisfied. Very satisfied with it. And I think I said during the what is it
Good.
that one,
Because
but maybe
you and Stu were
April.
losing your heads in the last match.
Why? I mean, was it April or? Well, I think
You and
Stu's
Stu,
lost.
you were like, yeah, I don't. You two, you were like going at each other in the last match, and like the world was ending, and I was just like, oh no, this is just awful. Shut up.
I think,
In the
yeah, but
Southampton game,
I'm feeling a bit more positive about these two
you make it to the
semi-finals.
worst, you two.
Yeah, I think we're gonna win. I think we're gonna win. I think we're gonna win these two semi-finals, and I think and I hope, not only I hope that these issues that have been going on off the pitch, Farke has had plenty of time now to get them resolved. These pictures of the lads going out for a meal, something to drink and stuff. I'm pretty. How do you feel about that, Claire? Because there's been a bit said about that. Is it a good idea to, da da da? And they're having
Oh, for
but
goodness sake.
it's alcohol and it's no alcohol and da da da. I was like, what? I can't even believe I'm reading this conversation. What are you talking about?
Is it
Go on, over to you.
Is it a good idea to have a night off when you've just had a really hard season? Like, seriously, like, is it a good idea to go and have something to eat? Are you kidding me? At least they're not going out getting drunk and done for drunk driving by the police and then told they're still allowed to play.
Yeah, that's mad, isn't it? If you don't know what Claire's talking about, I think you're talking about the Norwich defender. I can't mention his name. Who is it? Sorry, Duffy, isn't it? Yeah,
it was
just
Duffy.
Google it, chat. Duffy, isn't it? He's central defender, and he's in a spot of bother by the sound of it. I don't know exactly what's gone on. There's not too many details about it. That thankfully, I think the main thing we could say is nobody's been hurt. That's the main thing. And drunk driving is definitely not a good idea. So yeah, I mean, as long as they've gone out, they've had a safe night, a few drinks, a bit of something to eat, and apparently people are saying, well, there's lagers on the table and da da da. It's like, well, you don't know if they're alcohol-free beverages. That seems to be all the rage. And even if there was a little bit of alcohol in there, so what? They've gone out, had a couple of pints, had a few bit of something to eat, and hopefully built those bonds a little bit better than you can do on the training pitch. I'm happy, absolutely happy. I'm glad, I'm apparently there's been something. Yeah, he'll do them, but they should be doing that every week. They should be having a bit of a social. Right, this is the couple of hours off or the afternoon off, round of golf. I mean, of course, when you go on the golf course, what do? You finish in the 19th hole, don't you? At the bar and have a few drinks. I'll just read this one. All good managers are given time to build a team. Farke said he wants to build a team that can compete in the Premier League. No point going up and then getting spanked every week. I think if we go up, there's still time to make changes. I don't think we need another season. It'd be great to see us back up there again. I think, we miss those big teams coming to Eland Road, and I think, as a fan, you miss going to the away grounds. The big away grounds, Liverpool, Anfield, Old Trafford. The new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, Emirates, and all these other sort of places. I mean, when I were at home in the UK, what's my choice? Well, great, got a nice afternoon out in Preston. Don't get me wrong, it was a nice day. Really enjoyed it. But would I be there, or would I rather go to, Etihad, for example? Given the choice, you're going to want to go see Leeds play at the Etihad, aren't you? So, yeah, I think there's enough time. There's now that we can have a pre-season. I think Farke, if he's got a shopping list sorted out, and I'm sure he probably has, is a highly organized. I think one of the things that football managers don't get enough credit for is organisation, Claire. And I think that when we're talking about these sorts of things, organisation is a key requirement, isn't it? It's a bit like saying, well, the goalkeeper's a good shot stopper. It's got to be first item on the checklist, hasn't it? Yeah, some wanting Southgate or Potter Lee? No chance, mate. No chance. No, we can't. We can't have Graham Potter, mate. We can't take Graham Potter. Graham Potter has got his mindset that he's only going to take what I would describe as elite jobs. And apparently, I think it cost Chelsea £22 million to get rid of Graham Potter. So just imagine how much his contract were worth if he'd have seen it out. He's way beyond the budget. And I don't. Who did he manage before?
No thanks.
Yeah, who did he manage before? Brighton, wasn't it? Graham Potter. And he goes, takes a big step up, goes to Chelsea, falls apart. Not a chance, mate. No chance. No chance. Hello there. Oh, Frenchman. What's this? Frenchman Hunter. Hello there, Frenchman Hunter. Nice. Frenchman Hunter. I don't.
It's a sexy name.
A sexy name. Good name. Wow. I hope we win these two. I think we will. I think we'll win this. The other semi-final is, of course, West Brom, isn't it? The West Brom and it's not Hull,
Southampton.
is it? Southampton, of course. Who do you? If we do get to the final, then Claire, what's your preferred choice? Who would you rather see in the final?
West Brom. I'd rather have
West Brom.
I'd rather have West Brom.
Yeah.
It was a toss-up for me between Norwich and West Brom at this point. So, but actually, nobody's form is very good. You know, we're not the only ones that are being a bit crap. So,
yeah, when we look at those other four, those other three, they've all got dips in the form in the last 6 games, and they're pretty significant dips, which is why we're all sort of kicking ourselves. You know, if we could have just kept going and kept that winning run going, you know, we'd have probably gone up as champions. But that's just how it is. We will see. Bye. What's that say there? Bye. Get them shocks. You never know. We reach the Premier. Yeah, I know, mate. Unbelievable, isn't it?
Never know.
I know. I hope we win these 2 finals. We will see. Lee Oxley. Yeah. I know. Yeah, I know Shane Duffy, mate. I know. Drink driving. Yeah, I know. I think if I remember rightly, Lee, you said you were a teetotaler as well, didn't you? So, drink driving definitely isn't the way to go. Not a chance. We will see on Sunday. I'm looking forward to it.
I was teetotal till the end of this season.
Yeah. Joining me on here was enough to drive it to send you backwards.
It was. That's what happened. I'm not even lying. You and Stu drove me to drink.
You've got a lot to thank me for. I don't know, Stu. I don't think Stu drinks either. You know, he's just on the season. Diet Coke. I know. I'm looking forward to it, mate. I think we will win in Norwich, but never away from home. Yeah. Okay, I understand that. I think. Right. What are we gonna do with Bamford injured? He's gonna go with Pirot, mate. I think. Claire, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, he is. He's going to go with Pirot. If he didn't risk Joseph in that last match when we were really had nothing to play for because we knew Ipswich were going to win, then he's not going to start with Joseph. He's just not.
No.
Not unless Pirot is also injured, which he isn't. So it's going to be Pirot.
It doesn't look like it,
it
but
looks
he's coming
like
for a
Bamford would only possibly make a final.
Bamford might need another 2 weeks, he said. We're going to get onto a press conference in a minute, folks, so just give us a couple of minutes. We'll try and catch your chats and stuff like that. But there was one bit in that press conference where he said that he wanted to, and it sounded to me that he was going to start playing a little bit more of a pressing, a little bit more of a pressing style. game against Norwich and really try and squeeze the football, because he was talking about I can't remember what it was, but I will tell you in a minute or two. And he used a word, and I thought, hang on a minute, is he hinting that something could be changing? But he did also say that that we have changed many times over the course of the season. Hey up, Pinky buddy, all right, pal. So yeah, it's really interesting. We'll get on with this press conference. Claire, did you manage to see press conference or not?
I saw the first few minutes. So I got the good news and the bad news. But other than that, I didn't have a chance. And I thought, well, you'll probably tell me what's going on anyway. But I was like, Dan James, Dan James.
I was going to say, Claire, tell us the good news. What's the good news, Claire?
Dan James is going to be fit. He's fit for Sunday.
Dan James is on the bus.
I actually stuck it on the Facebook because I saw that there was a rumor going around that he was going to be fit.
Yeah, did you? Oh, there's rumor. The rumor mill's been
you know
going
what?
wild.
I've just discovered, like,
what?
Completely coincidentally, that 26 years ago, Dan James was born in Beverley. Well, he'll have been born in Hull Royal Hospital, but he was living in Beverley. I was also living in Beverley 26 years ago.
Well, yeah, you could have gone.
And I did not know that before
You could have gone around and
adopted him.
Nicked a dirty nappy from his.
I could have stolen him as a child, and he could have been mine now.
Thrown it on my knee. And Dan James is dirty nappy. Straight from his wheelie bin. Speaking of birthdays, it is my little boy's birthday today, so he's been very excited today. So he's had a very exciting day. We've had cake, we've had a crown. We've got him a little paper crown type thing, and taking lots of photographs for him. We went to the beach yesterday. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. If you want me to talk about that, chat, I'll talk about that later on. Just press one, and then I'll see how many want it, and then we'll bang through that as well. That right, watch along, Gary. J20 apple and mango. I know apple and mango, nice one. Lee Oxley, the cinema man. Fall Guy was amazing, bro. I sent a yellow heart.
Oh, but can't wait to see that.
What?
Yeah, he did earlier on. I don't know what the yellow heart means though.
In the chat. Am I missing? Oh, this. Is it this?
Yeah, in the chat.
Oh, yo. Did I miss it? I'm sorry.
What does it mean?
Frenchman Hunter. I'm so sorry. I am really sorry about missing that. I tried to get through them all. So there we go. I'm so sorry. Does it have a meaning? Or does it? I don't know. You'll have to explain Frenchman Hunter, because it's not something I'm familiar with, I'm afraid. Probably Perot. I think so, Perot. Gary and Stu, can you do that? Hang on. Can do that to you, Claire. I
can do that to you, Claire.
Teetotal until I had the pleasure of Stu's spreadsheets. Stu, he hasn't been doing spreadsheets, has he? I tell you what, Stuart. When I speak to him on Sunday, I'm going to ask him about that. Stu and his pivot tables. Dan James, great news. Yeah, Dan James is back, folks. Bamford is likely not back. But what did he say? Well, he said that Bamford has a patella tendon trauma, and it's a bit more serious than first thought. He's going to be doubtful for both legs of the semi-final. So perhaps we could see Patrick back in the final. Watch this space. Of course, if we find out how. I'm disappointed for him. I mean, he puts up with a lot of flack, does Patrick Bamford, and he's had plenty more flack since this announcement came out. You know, bottle of Bamford, he strikes again. You know, can he ever finish a season? That's it. The tough get when the going gets tough, Bamford gets going. I mean, I've heard it all about Bamford this week, this last day or two. He says he believes in the group.
I'm filtering it out.
What? You filtering? What?
Any negativity, I'm filtering it out. I don't want to
Filter it
hear
out.
it.
Yeah, just filter it out. Just don't worry about it. He says that he believes in the group. He says it's a spotlight game
Filtering it out.
and we can save the winning mentality, and he thinks it can be brought back. Tactics are going to be important. Working hard midweek during training. And I've written down here new ideas, perhaps. New ideas. I think perhaps we're going to see something new where set plays are concerned. Claire, I hope that we can find somebody who can take a corner, because the last couple of games where we've had corners taken, they weren't very good.
Corners. That's what we're going to do.
Well,
That's
I mean,
if
you watch, yeah, if you get a few minutes, go and watch the Leeds United under-18s, and there's a couple of corners there. I was like, why the hell can't we just promote a couple of those kids and throw them on just to take corners? The corners were outstanding, you know, right underneath the crossbar, into 6-yard box, right where you want it. And you know, it produced a couple of good chances for them. So let's hope that we can come up with some ideas for set plays, set pieces. We have to. This is the word that he used, Claire, that made me think perhaps we're going to go for a little bit more of a man-for-man pressing style on against Norwich. And he said that we have to be active against the ball, and same when we can press. So it sounds to me that we're going to be pressuring, or he's going to try and get him to pressure the ball a little bit more. Perhaps he's asking them for a more intensity. I hope that we do, Claire, because I think when I look at those last two games, we that QPR game, we got dominated. Southampton, we probably again weren't as clinical as what we can be. So I mean, there's a lot of criticisms, but I think it's constructive in respect that these are just areas where I think, you know, perhaps we're just not doing what we need to be doing, and things weren't clicking, things weren't right. Let's hope that this week has, you know, papered over the cracks, if there are any cracks in the squad, and you know, Somerville. There's been a lot said about Somerville and Pirot having a falling out. Joseph, apparently we mentioned that, didn't we? A training ground incident.
Filter it out. Filter it out.
Filter it out. Don't worry about it. Let's hope that Farke sorted that out. New competition. The playoffs are a new competition. Previous results against Norwich are worthless and should be completely ignored. I kind of agree with that, but I mean, we can certainly learn about those games against Norwich. Just revisit them, see what happened there. I remember when we went to Carrow Road, I think we beat them, and I think we went in 2-0 down at half time. We came back out and beat them 3-2, if my memory serves me right. And that was where we threw the kitchen sink at them and literally just put any attacking player on the pitch and just said, get on at them. And it was 45 minutes of rock and roll football. I think it was a quality game. I really enjoyed watching that one. The players haven't lost faith, and he was proud with the crowd when they were doing the lap of honour. He says he wants to give the fans something to cheer. Agree with that, Claire? Does he need to give us something to cheer? I think he does. I think we're owed it, definitely. And I think for those fans going down to Carrow Road, you know, it's a long old way. You don't want to see us get beat down there, and that's it. he said that we weren't predictable this season. We need to be fearless and try and break down the opponent. The last 7 days, we've been working on principles, sharpness, and new ideas. So I wonder what these new ideas are. I can't wait to see them. I'm looking forward to it on Sunday. Oh, well, you know, that's new. I haven't seen a 1-2 before. Yeah, of course, I'm taking piss a bit here. The team spirit is important.
Sharpness is definitely a good idea.
Yeah,
I think, we lost a bit of sharpness, didn't we?
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, don't worry, Dave, mate. Don't worry about
Hey,
it.
Dave.
Dave, I think it's great. The spirit is important for the group. We're getting along. 10 points is 90 points is amazing for such a young group, and we have spirit. We have put my teeth in. We have spirit, togetherness, and unity. That was the other one that he used. Unity. I haven't heard him say that for a little while. Is pleased with the midfield overall. Most clean sheets in the league. And I thought during that press conference he was quite happy talking. He dropped in quite a few of the achievements that we've had over the season. That we've had a lot of most clean sheets. We've broken goal record after goal record, lots of point records and stuff like that. I think Bielsa finished on 83 points in the promotion season. So, he's finished with 98 and still not got promoted. It's just the competition is that good this season. I think it's been an incredible season. He says he can't hide the importance of this game and fixture. As I said, the spotlight games, hence the thumbnail. We've taken the time to really prepare and work on several topics. It's in our hands, he says. And that's really about it, chat. I mean, he did repeat quite a few things several times. Like I said, the achievements was the one where he repeated it quite a lot. So it was an interesting press conference. I'm going into this game. I think we're going to win it, Claire. I think we're going to win this game. I think we'll beat them at home. And I think we're going to the final. So let's hope that we get. Let's hope we get West Brom, Southampton, the bogey team. But then again, bring them on. Bring them on at Wembley. If we're up for it, we can certainly give them a. We could certainly give them a run for the money. LFC Dave, I hope we had a nice day. The weather's been nice. Day. I've heard weather's been good, hasn't it? I'd love to be there. I hope we don't choke against it. Don't worry.
Lovely.
Bandy, I wanted Bandy should come on and give us some words of positivity, because I think if you want to come on the show, I think we're just about done. If you want to come on the show, just come straight on there. Click that link. Mute your YouTube instance. It'll open a new window up. Just check your mic, check your camera, and you'll be good to go. If you want to come on, that is. I'll just give it another 5-10 minutes or something like that. So I think I have got another talking point I wanted to talk about, Claire. I can't remember what it was. I hope so too, Bandy. Start off well. Let's get after them. Let's just get after them on Sunday. Have a convincing win. Bring them back to Eland Road, and then we don't have to. We're not panicking too much. Fucking smash them. 4-0. 4-0 at Carrow Road. Get after him.
6-0.
6-0.
Forget 4-0. 6-0.
All badgers out. We says Justin.
6-0. Well. 3 from corners. Daniel James to score. Hi, Justin. Hero's going to score. Dan James is going to score. We're going to score 3 from corners. It'll be 6-0. I'll smash them. It's going to be lovely. It's going to be the best Sunday we've ever had.
In smash them, mate. Fucking smash. Absolutely brilliant. I love it. Love it. Yeah, links there if you want to come on chat. You want to Maybe you want to come on, have a little chat, tell us your
Come on,
predictions.
Delia, let's have your love. We're going to smash you.
Disagree. Say that again. Saturday's game. Sundays. It's Sunday, isn't it? What time's kickoff?
I said, come
Claire?
on, Delia, love. We're going to smash you.
Let's get down there, dish out Delia
12th.
some humble pie. he's just still in charge. Or if there are any Norwich fans watching,
the kitchen metaphors are going to start coming out now.
Anybody in that boardroom, just get some wine piled down Delia and see if she can come out and give us some halftime. You got this. You got this. Who's this?
If you're a badger,
someone's coming in.
Hit that link.
It's one of the badgers. How are you doing, Lee? Lad? All right.
How are you doing, Gary? Mate?
Yes.
I'm good.
I'm all right. So, Lee,
I'm good.
What you want to tell us, Lee?
The badger.
Right. Yeah.
All the badgers.
Oh, yeah, no.
Quiz tonight, isn't it, Lee?
You ready for the quiz tonight, Lee?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm buzzing.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
What about this game on Sunday, pal?
I don't know. I'm a bit nervous, but hopefully get 3 points down there.
I'm not nervous. I'm not. I don't know what it is. Today, I've had an unusual feeling about this game, and I think it's gonna be. It's not. It's gonna be. I hate saying this, but I think it's gonna be easy.
You do?
Yeah, I do. I think we're gonna give him a right pumping, mate.
I hope so.
I think he's sorted them out.
Yeah,
I think he'll have sorted them out this week. I hope they've been out on a good few beers and got it out of the system, and put the world to rights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I would come on. Don't worry, mate. Yeah, don't worry. 100%. Yeah, you can, mate. Yeah, if you want to do that, Dave's up to you, mate. Up to you. If you want to come on, tell us your thoughts ahead of this game. I mean, I'll try and get into quiz tonight as well. I mean, I know it's quiz in 2 hours, folks. The clock is on. The countdown is on. I'm excited. I'm excited for quiz. I hope I can stay awake long enough for it.
I know.
Midnight here now, in case you're just wondering. So
you might need a nana nap.
I know, a little power hour. I think I'll feel a bit better then, won't I? But Lee, come on, hit me with it. So. Give us a scoreline. What's your scoreline for this Norwich match?
I'm going to go like 3-0. 3-0. I'm really positive. 3-0 down there.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm quite positive. Yeah.
Come on, Lee. Yes.
Spirit, Lee.
I know.
I'll tell you what, Lee. If that happens, and we get promoted, I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't. I'm just so excited for it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
your arm's going to come off. That's what's going to happen.
No, we're not. Claire, you don't want to know.
Justin, stop it, man.
Justin, we're not going to lose this match, Justin.
No.
I'm telling you now, Justin. Come on and tell me why you think we're going to lose this match, Justin. We're going to win it, Justin. Don't worry, mate. You're all off to Wembley.
We're going to be having words, me and you, Justin.
I know. If I can scrape a few quid together, I might come up to Wembley myself. There, how's that?
Surprise him.
All right, fancy a day out down at Wembley. It'll be all right, that, won't it? Yeah.
Surprise, Justin. Yeah.
I know. Justin, pal, get on and explain yourself.
Yeah,
Get on here, Justin. Get in here, Justin. I'll put a link in here for you, Justin, so you don't have to scroll back up. Get in here. He's busy. I hope he's busy with little one. 2-0. There's another one from Christopher.
That's it. 2-0.
That's what I like to see. 2-0 Leeds win. Busy feeding and drink. Hang on. Busy food, feeding, drinking. That sounds like you've got your hands full, Justin. You've got your hands full. Right. Lee, just tell us a bit about. Have you been to 4D cinema again?
Not recently, no. Yeah, I went to see Kong The Kong the New Empire I went to see, that were in Screen X.
Right. Where's that then?
Right, Rose?
All right, White Rose Centre, yeah. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
is it any good?
Cineworld. It were
Yeah.
alright, yeah, it were good.
Yeah, good lad. Pleased for that. Right, folks, I think what we'll do, Claire, final prediction from you. You think 3-0, did you say?
I think
Claire?
3-0. My head says 3-0. My heart says 6-0. Smash them. Delia's back in the kitchen.
Put Delia back in her place, back in the kitchen. That's what I like. I think I'll go for 4. I think I'll go for 4-0. These predictions are wild, man. Absolutely wild. That's just how I feel today. I just feel like this is it. We're gonna go. We're gonna go, and I think we'll beat Norwich. I think we'll beat them comfortably. I think Farke's got. Dave says 2-1 Leeds. I think Farke's got some changes up his sleeve. I think we're going to see a different Leeds from what we've seen last few games. I think we're going to. I think we're gonna really go there and take the game to them, and try and put it to bed in one visit. I think that'll be great. And then if they come at us if they come at Eland Road and knowing that they need goals, that's just going to play right into our hands, because I think we'll just then smash them again on counter attack. I think we'll get back on it. I think he'll have them focused, and I think they'll all know the jobs. And I think they owe it to the fans for cocking it all up. Well, I say cocking it all up, just not having enough steam.
I predict a riot.
At the end, when we need it, I predict a riot. And of course, well, speaking of riots as well, Luke Humphries.
I know.
What a legend, eh? I woke up, that were a good bit of news, and he's been out of Eland Road, got his trophies, and done a little photo shoot and a few interviews as well for Sky. So good on him.
And they donated that kit off or something as well for the NMMD as well.
It's gone to his name escapes me.
Rob
Burrows, yeah, Rob Burrow Foundation, I think it was.
Yeah.
Lee, so what? Spot on, mate. Spot on. Well done.
Yeah.
Rob Burrow Foundation. Yeah. I wonder if what is that? Is it gone for an auction then? I wonder how much that's going to fetch if it's in an auction. Try and get hold of that, because it's nice. Have you seen that shirt, Claire?
No.
No. Luke Humphries. So I'll show it with you after match. After match, what the fuck am I on about? After live stream. All of it plays today. Right, folks. Any more predictions?
Oh, you're going to get nothing in this quiz tonight.
Or prescriptions then?
Yeah.
I want to get off and have a nap so I can get my ass up and watch this. Get into this quiz tonight. It's one of the highlights of my week. Is this quiz? I'm gonna get to sleep, quiz. Justin. I love it. Absolutely love it. Highlight for my week.
Justin's right.
I know. Listen, if you're just joining and you don't know what we're talking about, I'll put the link on the community tab. I'll put the link on the community tab. The quiz is there. Get into quiz tonight. It'll be a right laugh, and we'll try and all score a few points. Justin will try and copy a few answers, won't you, Justin?
I'm top on leaderboard, Gary, on mine.
Are you?
Yeah,
Osmosis.
Points. 109 points.
How far am I? Do you know? I haven't seen.
Which league are you
I'm up in that Cammy is there again. I quite fancy him.
Oh, that Kamara. That Chris Kamara comes in tonight, I tell you.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be bedlam.
I've been speaking to him today.
Have you? What, Mickey?
Yeah.
Chris Kamara?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Every question, Gary, lad. I don't know anything. Don't worry, Justin. We'll try and we'll show you the light, lead you the way. It's an education not to be missed. And what did he say? This Chris Kamara, like what will go on?
He might be reporting on Doncaster tonight. Doncaster Rovers versus Crewe tonight in playoffs.
Oh, is it? Oh, right. Oh, that's
Yeah.
a big game then, isn't it?
Oh,
I
God.
can't wait for that. Doncaster Rovers versus
We all love
Crewe
Leeds.
Alexander.
Yeah.
We all lovely FJT 100%. That's what this channel's all about.
I said to him, Donny will win.
Poor Gary.
I know. I think what we're doing is we end this stream right now. I'm going to go get a rest, guys. So
I know.
thanks very much for joining. Take care of yourselves.
Yeah.
And if you're new around here, help us out. Press that subscribe button. It's right over yonder somewhere. And I'll put a little recommendation over here as well. In case you want to see out else from channel and Claire, myself, and Lee, and everybody else, thank you very, very much. All the very best. Take care of yourselves. Have a great evening, and see you around for the quiz over on LU Dave FC.
Yeah.
If you want to know more, there'll be a link in community channel in the next minute or two. All the best. Have a great day.
All the best. Yeah. See you.
Bye bye from me.
Bye.
Bye from Claire. Bye bye from it. Lee.
Bye.
Cheerio.
Bye. See you.